Mr. John, let's go. Mr. Huang has arrived. Okay, let's go. He fixed his suit and made his way outside. You pick important files and followed him. Jungkook greeted Mr. Huang and then everyone settled in the meeting room. First, Jungkook's assistant started giving details about the project and everyone was listening him attentively, along with you. But you felt someone's gaze on you, so you eyed here and there and found Mr. Huang staring you in inappropriate way, and when you catched him, he instantly shifted his gaze elsewhere. You shrugged off and focused back on the meeting. Further information will be given by Miss Wan. Jungkook shifted his gaze on you and you looked at him. He signaled you to explain further through his eyes. You secretly nodded and stood up, then went in front of the screen to give the further details about the project. You started explaining and Jungkook secretly smiled with proud as you were doing it with perfection and professionalism. While explaining, your gaze fell on Jungkook and you found him already looking at you. The way he was looking at you wasn't normal at all. It was as if he was admiring you. You hesitated a bit, then cleared your throat and continued explaining. You were unaware that someone else's hungry eyes were also on you. After a while, the meeting came to an end and everyone is waiting for Mr. Huang's decision. Mr. Huang got up from his seat and forwarded his hand towards Jungkook for handshake. Jungkook humbly shook hands with him. I love the idea, Mr. John. I also love the way you secretly explain things, so I am willing to collaborate with you. Everyone's eyes light up and a smile formed on their lips. Thank you so much, Mr. Huang. Huang leaned towards Jungkook's ear and whispered, "Only if you'll provide me your beautiful secretary for one night." Huang whispered in Jungkook's ear and his blood boiled. Rays filled through his veins. He clenched his fist tightly and punched on Huang's face with so much force that his nose starts bleeding. Everyone got shocked on seeing this. You and Alvin instantly walked towards Jungkook's side to stop him as he was again going to punch him. Huang angrily raised his hand to punch back, but Jungkook stopped him and pushed him back forcefully that he fell on the floor. Mr. John, stop. What are you doing? He's our client. Jungkook, who was going to beat Huang, stopped on his tracks on listening your voice. He is no more our client. We are not collaborating with him anymore, he said while angrily looking at Huang. What are you even saying, Mr. John? He ignored you and called security. Security threw him out of the company right away. The security came and instantly picked Huang and dragged him with them. Huang aggressively warned Jungkook. I will never forget this insult, John. Just wait and watch. I will finish you and this company. And don't ever let me see you, because if then I will kill you right at the spot, he shouted back. Huang was dragged away by the security. Jungkook sighed aggressively. Everyone present in the meeting room starts whispering. Jungkook glared all of them, and they went quite out of fear. Get back to work, you all. Everyone nodded and left from there except you. Jungkook again sighed, then looked at you, who was already looking at him with expressions which are asking for explanation. He ran his hand through his hairs, then starts going outside without saying a word. You sighed in disbelief, then walked behind him. What was that, Mr. John? You asked as soon as you entered inside his cabin. Nothing, Van. Can you please leave me alone for some time? But Mr. John, at least explain. When I said what I said, the deal is cancelled means it's cancelled. Don't think much about it. You sighed as you know that there is really something which he is hiding. Out of sudden your gaze landed on his hand, which is bruised. You approached him and took his hand in yours. Let me treat your wound, it's bruised. He felt calmness running through his body as soon as you touched him. You were unknowingly holding his hand and staring at it worriedly for longer than needed. Suddenly you realized it and instantly left his hand, then cleared your throat. You said, "I will bring first aid box." He nodded, then walked to the couch and sat on it. Did you really have to ruin everything? You should have controlled your anger. He was ready to collaborate with us, but you destroyed everything in seconds. You sat calmly while reading his wound. I don't give. So you don't give about our hard work too? Do you even have any idea how much everyone has put efforts into this project? That's not a big deal, Van. They are here to work for me, and moreover, I pay them for that. If I have cancelled this deal, then that is my choice. You paused applying ointment on hearing. You didn't know why, but his word hurt you. You blankly looked at him for some seconds, then continued treating the wound. When he went silent, then he realized that he unknowingly said inappropriate words. He mentally cursed himself. Van, I didn't mean to. It's done, you said dryly. Okay, thank you. You nodded, then left from his cabin. I shouldn't have said like that. Jungkook came out of his cabin only to find most of the employees had left already. Then he looked towards your table and found you sleeping while resting your head on the table. Unknowingly, a smile formed on his lips. He approached you and starts admiring you. He noticed that your hair's strand was disturbing you, so he hesitantly tugged it behind your ear, and in meantime you woke up. Then he nervously waxed away his hand. You looked at him before fixing your hairs and suit. Didn't you go home yet? You are still working. No, I need to complete this. You replied with a straight face without looking at him. You can complete it tomorrow. You should go home now and get some rest. No, it's okay. I'm here to work and I'm supposed to do that instead of resting. After all, I'm getting paid for working, not for resting. You said coldly while looking at the computer's screen. Jungkook sighed internally. He understood that you are mad about morning's issue. Look at me, Van, he said, but you ignored him and continued looking at the screen. I said, look at me, Miss Kim Van, he said in deep voice while lifting your chin by his fingers to make you look at him. You got shocked by this move. You unknowingly gulped and decided to cooperate. Look, Van, I sincerely apologize for the words that I said in the morning. I swear that I appreciate and respect each and every employee's hard work. I know everyone did all their best for this project, but some things aren't meant to wait. Believe me, whatever I did today, I did all that for a reason. I apologize for ruining your hard work which you put into this project. I promise you that whoever contributed in this project will be given bonus. Now please don't be mad anymore and stop ignoring me. You saw sincerity in his eyes and decided to understand his perspective. First, remove your fingers from my chin. You signaled him to remove his fingers, by which he was still lifting your chin to make you look at him. Oh yeah, he awkwardly waxed away his fingers. It's alright, I think whatever you did must have a reason behind that, which you perhaps don't want to tell me. Yes, he nodded. Okay, no problem. If you respect us, then we should also respect you and your decision. He smiled before nodding his head. Now let's go. I will drop you at your home. No, I can go by myself. You know, sometimes persons should take help from others. Not every time they have to act strong. It's quite late now. Let's go. I will drop you. He said, then made his way outside. You smiled looking at his back. Then at least let me pack my stuff. I'm waiting in the parking lot. He shouted from outside, and you chuckled as you found him cute. So he is your not so strict, understanding, hardworking, talented CEO boss, and you are his secretary from 2 years. To be honest, you are proud of him because the way he manages the company is outstanding. There is silence in the car, which is creating awkwardness, so Jungkook decided to break the ice. How is Ara doing? You looked at him as he spoke out of blue. She's pretty good, you replied, and he nodded. You are a single mother and you have 4-year-old daughter Ara, whom everyone knows in the office along with Jungkook. He has even made her sometimes when you brought her to office, and they both share a good bond. After a while, as you were hungry, so you were praying to God to reach home early, but out of blue your stomach growled. You instantly put your hand on your stomach and looked at Jungkook and found him already looking at you. You felt like disappearing into the ground because of embarrassment. You turned your head towards the window and squeezed your eyes tightly. Jungkook secretly chuckled on saying this, then he cleared his throat before saying, "Are you hungry?" "No, I'm not." "Oh really? But your stomach is saying otherwise," he said mischievously. "No, that..." "Let's go to eat at a nearby restaurant. I'm hungry too." "No, it's fine. I'll eat at home. I have to cook for Ara and Dad. We will get food packed for them." "No, there is really no need. We are going to eat, that is it," he said strictly, and you sighed because you cannot win from him. As you know, he is so stubborn. You both are eating silently, but Jungkook is secretly taking glances of you and admiring you. He has always admired you from afar. You felt his gaze on you. So you looked up and he instantly looked away. You frowned as you have guessed him looking at you more than needed in indefinite times. Suddenly he cleared his throat, so you again looked at him. When he thought that he will never get chance better than this to confess his feelings, so he gathered courage and decided to confess. "Yes, Mr. John." "Actually, I wanted to say something." "Yes, go ahead. I am all ears." "I think I'm in love with you," he uttered slowly, searching your eyes. He looked scared and little hopeful. Your jaw dropped when you heard him. It was so shocking and sudden to you, and Jungkook noticed that. "I really don't know how and when, but I just fell for you. I got addicted to you so easily, attracted to you in ways I can't explain. I think about you all the time. No words are amazing enough to describe how fantastic you make me feel. You are the first and last thing on my mind, each and every day. Please give me a chance to show my love to you. I promise I will show you the most beautiful love ever." You actually are processing his words in your mind, as you have never thought that this day would come. You looked down and took a deep breath before speaking. "Mr. John, see, you know that I am a divorcee and single mother, and I already know that man. See, you being a divorcee doesn't matter to me. I promise that I will love Ara equally. I will cherish her too along with you," he said desperately. You remained silent for some time, but then you spoke. "See, Mr. John, my ex-husband cheated on me when we had our 2-year-old daughter. So I don't believe in love anymore, and I am unable to bring enough courage to trust someone again, as I am scared to be broken again." But Ban, trust me once and see, I will never let you regret your decision. I will love you in your biggest and strongest moments. I will love you also when you are happy, and I am still going to love you when you are sad. Please try to understand. I want to love you, each and every piece of you. But Mr. John, I don't want to get involved in these things. Please understand. My only goal is to raise my daughter, so I'm sorry. Jungkook's heart aches, but he decides to understand you as it's not easy to believe someone again when once you got betrayed. It's okay, man, I understand you, but remember, I'm here. I'm always going to be here, loving and supporting you with everything. Let me know if you ever change your mind. You hummed, then silence fell between you two. It started getting awkward. Are you full? He asked if you are done eating. Yes, I'm done. Okay, then let's go. One more thing, Van. Just forget whatever happened here today. I don't want any awkwardness between us. So. Mom is home. She excitedly ran towards you as soon as you entered inside the house. You smiled and sat down on your knees and spread your arms for a hug. Soon she reached to you and hugged you tightly. You two embraced her securely in your arms. Your dad also came and a smile formed on his lips on witnessing this. You pecked Ara's forehead, then broke the hug. Are you hungry, baby? You asked lovingly, to which she nodded immediately. See what Mom has brought for you. You showed her packed box. What is this, Mom? Your favorite? Cupcakes? Ara clapped excitingly and took package from your hand and went towards the dining table. There is some food too in it. Be careful, don't fall it on the floor. Okay, Mama, you chuckled and looked at your father. Dad, you too have some food. I have brought from your favorite restaurant. Okay, sure. Why you came late today? You know it's not safe at night. I actually got some bug and don't worry, Dad. I didn't come alone. Mr. John had robbed me. What? Uncle John? Yes, Uncle John. Then why didn't you let me meet him? It's been so long that I have met him. He was getting late. I'll let you meet him some other day, okay? Okay, Sid sadly nodded, then again walked towards the dining table. She's always excited to meet Jungkook, he said smilingly. Yes, always. Don't know what magic he has done on her. She has barely met him 2-3 times. Your dad chuckles. Let's go, Dad. Have your dinner. He nodded. What? Did you really confess to her? He asked surprisingly. Yes, Young, or do you think I will lie about it? No, I mean it's unbelievable. You were hiding your feelings from nearly half an year. Bravo, man. Finally you confessed. But wait, what did she said? She rejected me, Young, he stated sadly. What? It's impossible. Yes, Young. She said she doesn't believe in these things anymore. Namjoon frowned. What else did she said? She said, and he told him whatever he discussed with you today. But you should be happy, man. She doesn't even for once said that she doesn't feel same about you. What do you mean, Young? I mean, she just said that she doesn't want to get involved in these things. At least, she didn't say she don't love you or don't feel anything for you. That means there is still some hope, Jungkook. Jungkook processed his words. You're goddamn right, Hyung. Now you should make her believe in you. I'll do whatever it takes to make her accept me and my love. Yeah, that's like my brother. He pets his soldier. Namjoon is Jungkook's elder brother and the president of the company. You and your friend Helena are working silently. Suddenly someone puts coffee on your table. Both you and Helena looked up confusingly to see the owner and got surprised to see Jungkook, who was smiling at you. You looked at Helena, then you both stood up and greeted him. Good morning, Mr. John. Morning, morning. He greeted back smilingly while nodding. Mr. John, what is this? You pointed towards the coffee. Jungkook, who was looking at you, shifted his gaze on coffee. It's coffee for you. For me? You pointed at yourself. Helena pressed her lips to control her smile. Yes, for you, he said casually while smiling. But why, Mr. John? What do you mean, why? Can't I give coffee to my employees? You tell Helena, can't I? Of course you can give, Mr. John, he replied mischievously, and you glared her. She instantly pressed her lips and stood straight. Then you looked at Jungkook. If that is so, Mr. John, then why can't I see coffee at other employees' tables? You said while crossing your arms against your chest. That actually they will be given to, but as you are my secretary, so I thought to give you myself. You gave him a oh really look, and he instantly shifted his gaze to Helena. Don't you worry, Helena, you too will get coffee in a while. Sure, sir, she replied while controlling her smile. I'll get back to work then, he said while pointing towards his office. Sure, Mr. John, you said sarcastically while showing him the way to his office through your hand. You sighed when he disappeared from your gaze, then took seat. You rubbed your forehead, but then you felt someone's gaze. You turned your head left to find Helena looking at you mischievously. You again sighed. Can you stop giving me that look? You said annoyingly. So you both are together now? She asked with mischief. What? No, why would we be together? Helena frowned in confusion. Don't you guys each other? What? Who said that to you? Who said, come on man, whole office knows about it. What? There is nothing like that between us. Who spread this rumor? No one, everyone just knows it. Why don't I know that everyone knows this? That I don't know. See Helena, there is nothing like that between us. Are you convincing me or yourself? I'm saying the truth, Helena. Okay, I agree that you don't feel anything for him, but him, he's literally crazy for you, girl. How do you know that?